Is Lea Michele dating a gigolo?
Harry Styles tries to steal a bride from the altar.
And Maxim's Hot 100 list is revealed.
We've got all of this and more on today's rundown.
Happy Wednesday, Clevver. Ursty's coming at you here on DHR. We have a special Weird Wednesday episode coming soon.
Exactly, but first, Misty is getting us caught up on the craziness that is Lea Michele's life right now.
Lea Michele has got herself a new man, which I'm happy to see. It's her first major relationship since Corey Monteith. And according to TMZ, Lea Michele's new boyfriend that she's been dating for the past 3 months on the DL that she met on her On My Way music video is a former gigolo named Matthew Pats. I'm gonna give you a couple details about what this gigolo situation means, and then I gotta know what you think, Erin.
Okay.
So, apparently, he is on a site called Cowboys for Angels, and he goes by the alias name of Christian Grey. Just throwing that out there. So, the site gives services such as male companionship to lonely women.
Okay.
But Matthew's services include a certified life coach, dating expert, massage therapist, and he charges up to $350 an hour, $6 grand for a weekend, and up to $17,000 for a week.
Not a bad job.
No, so they're saying he's a former gigolo, that he's taken a break since dating Lea, that he's gone on hiatus, but he did, however, take a woman on a date to Stagecoach in April. So this whole gigolo thing, does that mean that women pay him for sex? Does he strip for women? It could mean all of the above.
Yeah, what's interesting is I heard all of his services, and they don't seem to be gigolo-esque. Life coach, dating expert, like that doesn't seem sexual to me. That seems like he gives advice. Then I looked up the word gigolo. It says a man living off the earnings or gifts of a woman, especially a younger man supported by an older woman in return for his sexual attentions and companionship. I don't know what sexual attentions means, but I mean, who knows
It
what?
could be a foot rub.
Back
massage. Yeah.
Very good point. So this is very interesting to me. I want to know how they started this conversation of dating.
Yeah.
Like, did Lea know about his past when she started
Probably
dating him?
not, because he's in her music video. He's not the main love interest. He's like one of the background guys because they're hanging out with a bunch of people on like a road trip. So I'm sure they just got to talking on set, and he is very handsome, very good looking. So I'm sure they sparked a conversation, and maybe he asked her to hang out, and then hopefully he revealed to her about his past, and hopefully she was okay with it.
You know what? We all do things in our life and our past that we aren't proud of, and I don't think that Lea Michele should not have affections and have feelings for someone that she really likes just because of a mistake or a job or something that he did in his past. So if she's happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah, we all have things in our past that we're not like 100% gonna share with the world. We're happy for you, Lea Michele, and we can't wait to see how this relationship develops. Speaking of love, what is Harry Styles doing?
Harry Styles is trying to steal a bride away from her husband at the altar, and her husband set the whole thing up. I know it sounds like an episode of Jerry Springer, but it's real life, people.
Real life.
So this is actually a really cute story. So this lady named Tosh Gershfield, who is supposedly one of Wendy's biggest fans ever, her husband has some kind of connections and got Harry Styles to give her a video message that he played for her on her wedding night. Take a look.
Tash, you don't have to go through with this. It's not too late. I'm going to be waiting at Orly's in Borehamwood for the next 3 hours. If you don't come, I understand, but that's where I'll be.
Talk about a wedding gift, right?
What? On the one hand, I'm like, dude, you're marrying this woman. Why are you bringing another guy into the mix? But then on the other hand, I'm thinking, that's a really sweet gesture for your future wife.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm crazy about this because they played it at the wedding reception, and this is supposed to be your big day, all about you and your husband. Your families are all there. Like, who wants to see a message from Harry Styles except
maybe,
you?
The first year wedding anniversary, or maybe like
or the honeymoon, or even something like private. I don't know. I feel like it takes away from the wedding, although I think that Harry is awesome for filming this and giving this to her. I think it shows that he's a really cool guy.
Yeah,
so.
props to Harry.
From from one Hollywood hottie to a big list of Hollywood hotties.
Oh yeah, Maxim has finally revealed their new list of Maxim's Hot 100 women, basically the most beautiful women in the world, according to Maxim. So, who made the #1 spot? Last year, by the way, was Miley Cyrus, and she did not even make the list this year. So #1 was Victoria's Secret model Candice Swanepoel.
Fair enough.
#2, Scarlett Johansson. I'm totally on board with that.
Men love her.
Yes. Guess who was #3? Our girl Katy Perry.
Oh, yay, I love her. I'm a huge Katy fan.
And then, don't worry, Jennifer Lawrence was #5. She was also #5 last year.
Really? She didn't move up? She should move up.
She should have moved up
for
too.
sure.
I know. So let me just run down a few other interesting people on the list that you guys are gonna love. #6 was Zooey Deschanel. #9 was Mila Kunis. #11 was Rihanna. Very appropriate. 19 was Selena Gomez. Last year she was #2.
Yeah, how did she get downgraded?
I don't know. At least she's still on the list though.
True, because there are some people who are not on the list.
Exactly. Okay, #28, Vanessa Hudgens. #40, Demi Lovato. Love that she's on the list. Love this so much. 47 was Kendall Jenner. No Kylie on the list at all.
Oh, that's so hard.
That's kind of hard.
If you do a Jenner, you almost have to do both Jenners. They're sisters. That's gonna make Kylie feel bad.
They should have been one. Like they should have for #47 done Kylie and Kendall because they basically do everything together.
Yeah, but there were some people that were noticeably not on this list. You said earlier, Miley Cyrus went from being #1 to not at all in the top 100.
I know.
How does that work?
I know. You know who else wasn't on the list? No Kim Kardashian. No Taylor Swift, who was on the list last year. No Nicki Minaj. No Lady Gaga.
I want to talk to whoever made this list. They are not in their right mind. By not including Taylor Swift, how do you leave out Taylor Swift?
I know, or Ariana Grande.
Oh, that's true. Although she's kind of like a little bit of a newer celebrity, so maybe they're like waiting for her career to get a little bit bigger. But
who did make the list? Iggy Azalea. She's a new artist as well. She barely made the list. She made #98, but still very honored to be on the list, I'm sure.
Yeah. So after looking at this list, I can't help but notice there are a couple people, other than the people who got snubbed, that I think should actually have made #1.
Who would you pick?
I would pick Lupita Nyong'o. She's Hollywood's newest hottie. She's gorgeous. She is a sweetheart. She's a fashion icon already. And I think that she should have at least made the top 100, if not the #1 spot. That's who I would pick.
That's really good. I wish Cara Delevingne had been higher. I think she was #10. I just love that she's such a free spirit and she's so herself. She's like no one else and it is totally working for her. However, I would pick Beyonce as #1. She was #20 something. I would just bump her up.
She is Queen Bee, let's be honest.
And it's been her year. Has it not been Beyonce's year?
It's been a pretty good year.
She should have been #1.
Pretty good year.
So I can't wait to hear who you guys think should have been #1 on Maxim's Hot 100.
So for Weird Wednesday, we are talking all about LeBroning. It's the latest viral craze, and Misty and I were getting in on the action today on our Instagram and Twitter. So
remember when we did whaling? This is kind of similar, but not really. So here's me, LeBroning, Dana and Jocelyn are holding me up, and I think I look pretty fly.
Yeah, I'm not as good at LeBroning as Misty is. I'm just so awkward. Like I'm a little bit like
Embrace your awkwardness,
and I'm a little awkward. So where did this all come from,
is
though?
It?
Okay, in case you aren't a big sports fan, let me catch you up to speed. So LeBron James, everybody knows who he is. He's a huge player for the Miami Heat. And just last week, he was playing in the NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. It was a really good game. In the fourth quarter, the air conditioning goes out in the auditorium, and it's in Texas, so they got up to like 90 degrees in there. So it was pretty freaking hot, and everybody was feeling the heat. But LeBron, who is known to be a little bit of a drama queen,
not a diva,
for sure, Devo. He kind of starts complaining because he's cramping up because he's dehydrated and he's like pouting, and then he has to be carried off the court because he has a cramp. But what's interesting is that nobody else had cramps except for him. So I'm so sorry, LeBron. You had cramps and you're like, can you tell I'm not a Miami Heat fan?
I'm just happy
sorry about it.
LeBroning was born.
Well, that is it, my friends, but do not leave yet. Please don't go, because I want to know what you think of Harry Styles' message to this bride-to-be. Was it a little bit weird, or is that like your dream come true?
Dreams. Also, tell me who you think should have been Maxim's Hot 100, who should have been #1, and then we will see you tomorrow, guys, on Thursday here at the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Misty and Aaron, stay in peace. Adios.
Thank you guys for hanging with us on DHR. But don't go yet. No, please click on that box right there to see yesterday's show, of course. And don't forget to subscribe.